Yo, super excited. We are here with an MMA fighter. He's also a financial professional, and I've known him for a long time. He's the first person on the roster for Nonbeta. I plan to have many more, but this is special since he is the first one. So Raul El Gato Negro Garcia is in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You and I go way back, and when I knew you in the beginning, you were in business banking.
That is correct. I think I was 16, you know, when we had the pleasure of meeting, and, you know, fast forward to banking. Yeah, that's kind of where everything kind of really got started. Just kind of intrigued me, you know, money intrigued me, business intrigued me, finance intrigued me. And the bottom line was there's a specific pattern. The more you sell, the bigger you grow, the better your life gets, right? So I just always understood that there was just something bigger than just working and making money. There's a whole pattern. That's why I began banking, and specifically business banking, because when I started with the bank, I think I was 19 years old and I was a teller. So everybody always says, oh, only the bank makes money. So if only the bank makes money, then why not be the bank? Once I did become a business banker, I was 23 at the time. And I remember competing against the position against, you know, senior bankers and just people who had a lot more experience than me. But it was just the bottom line was I had people that believed in me, and once I stepped into that role, I took that branch from the lowest performing branch, to hitting its entire yearly goal in 1 quarter. Put my head down, did what I knew how to do, which was be a fucking badass banker, and then boom, less than 7-8 months, I went corporate as a business relationship manager.
Wow. Unexpected probably to hear this much business knowledge, or at least bio and background in an MMA fighter. This is dope. But before we get into the detail of your belt and your career as a professional fighter, how did you even get into training or MMA?
You know what, man? I'm gonna share this story because I don't think enough people know the true reason why I started fighting. And it was I had a lot of pain, man. I had a lot of depression. I had a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of unsatisfaction to who I was, where I was financially, mentally, physically. And to throw everything on top of that, my dad had cancer at that time. So I felt like the world was just punching me, man. Like it was just punching me. It was suffocating. I couldn't go left. I couldn't go right. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't stand up. And I just started realizing that I just wanted to punch back. Like I just wanted to put this pain somewhere, but I didn't want to put it somewhere negative. In 2020, when they closed the gyms, I was kind of going to 24-hour fitness. That was boring. And then it just, destiny, man. I picked up the phone and I hit up Self-Made Training Facility here in San Marcos, who's a gym that still to this day sponsors me out of love. At that time, the owner, his name was Corey, amazing young man. And he himself was a Muay Thai enthusiast, right? And there was also my coach, who's a pro MMA fighter. His name is Vincent Scacco. He connected me with him. And then he calls me, right? He's like, hey, so you want to train? And I was like, yeah, I want you to make me into a machine, right? And he's like, okay, cool, show up. No money, no nothing. And I was just like, all right, boom. Throw up day 1. I'm hooked. Come back day 2. It's 3. The weeks pass. The morning, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. It just doesn't matter. My life starts changing. I start losing weight. The stress starts. Now I'm tired. I can sleep. I eat better. I'm running. And then all 6 months pass, I go from weight. I think I was weighing like 235 pounds, man, at 5'6", 235. And then once I feel like I just opened my eyes, I was, boom, out of nowhere, I was already 190. So 40 pounds just fell off. And then I get the call, the magic call. And Vince goes, hey, man, so you've been training for like 6 months, and this Saturday there's a smoker. You want to do it? I mean, I don't even know what that is. And he's like, it's a fight. And I was like, oh, shit. Like at that moment on the phone as I'm driving. And then he's like, you can tell me no, but I figured since you were already training, you might as well. But you can say no if you're scared. And I was like, oh, it. Let's do it. And this was a Tuesday. I'm walking in Saturday against, I don't know who, some random fight, some sort of thing. And then I'm going in round 1, boom, 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 doing my thing. And then round 2, boom, I break my opponent's leg. And I was like, oh, shit. Whoa. I did that. And I had an injured left leg. I wasn't clean. Like, I'm not a fighter. I'm not an athlete. I've been doing this for 6 months, and I'm an enthusiast. And I just broke somebody's leg. I was like, okay, something we have something here. It's like when that happened, of course, I finally got a sense of what I've been looking for my entire life, which was winning. I finally got a taste of winning. This was 2020, and now we're 2024. We're signed athlete. You know, we're up and coming. We're champions now, and people don't want to fight us. And if I'm able not only to secure what I know I can secure, and all I have to do is work hard to do it, why wouldn't I do it? If I could do this every day, I would. And now that I have the opportunity, I do. But now that's up to me of how hard I go in that training session, how many phone calls I make in between, how many miles I run in between, what's my diet, what are my phone calls, what are my emails, what's my second training session, what's the running and the lifting after the second training session, and then boom, oh, it's 8:30. I got to eat something because I got to be in bed by 9:30 because I'm up by 4. Wow. That's my life.
Wow. That's so amazing. But it feels like MMA and the sport helped you hyper-focus.
100%. It gave me perspective. It gave me perspective of knowing that you don't have to be mad in order to be strong. You know, like you don't have to be the tough guy. You don't have to be the strongest one. Like I don't even lift and I can destroy almost anybody, any meathead. You know, like, but for what? Like, that's not the purpose of humanity. The purpose of humanity is to grow, is to thrive, is to inspire, is to encourage. You know what I mean? And if we focus the energy on those attributes, there's just no way that you could ever lose because you're only surrounding yourself around like-minded people. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's funny, you're talking about high school, but I wrestled in high school, and it was, to this day, if I meet someone that wrestled, like in college, I have a huge respect. I'm a big fan of wrestling in general, but you know, I love MMA coming from that community. I say to this day, my work ethic comes from wrestling. So this is actually a big deal, doing the merch for you for this upcoming bout you have coming up, because we're actually introducing a mascot that I have kind of sketched in the very beginning. So I would say over a year ago, I've had the Panther as a mascot that I wanted to do for the brand and another asset that we could work off of. Also, I'm all in on the athletic part of it. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of MMA and in sports in general. It's a big driving force for me. Your fight name is El Gato Negro. So as we're rolling out, this is also introducing the Pastel Panthers for Nonbeta, which is going to be another moniker for us. But tell me about your fight name.
Appreciate that. Great question. So happy it worked out that way. But El Gato Negro is a reference and is an origin. I'm from Oaxaca. Both my parents and, you know, my mother and my father, my dad's from the mountains, my mom's from the valley. And in our culture, the cat has that mystical power and that mystical ability as well as the royalty. I never say what kind of cat that I am. It's all up to your perspective. If you're thinking that I'm a street cat, a lion, a tiger, whatever type of black cat that you think you can imagine, you chose that. The way I'm coming at you is in a specific different way, and that's why I chose the black cat. It's the representation of peace, harmony, stability, mobility, and balance. The perfect being, man.
We got a championship fight going down. Tell us about it. Tell us what you can tell us.
So, you know, from what it was supposed to be, I was supposed to already be, you know, signing contract and ready to go for my second belt. Unfortunately, the roster isn't being as responsive to my challenge. Specifically, there's 2 belts that I have my eye on. I mean, I'm actually going to be going up in weight, almost 20 pounds, actually.
Ooh.
23 pounds. So I fight at 145. I can comfortably fight at 155. But now nobody in that weight category wants to put their belt up for grabs. So now I have to go to the 65ers, the 68ers.
To be clear, you have the 145 belt at IFL.
Correct.
And to be clear, you're saying nobody wants to fight you, or it's hard to find a fight.
Here's what we're running into. People who were requesting to fight, they're saying, okay, what do you got for me? How much money? Blah, 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 right? Nobody wants to fight. But in all reality, deep down inside, they just know they can't bang, man.
Well, I'm excited. I'm hyped. I want to get you on the platform to introduce you to my channel, the people who watch this, and also my audience for Nonbeta. So we're hyped to have you on the roster.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see where the brand goes. I'm excited to go hand in hand. More than anything, thank you, Jon. You know, and I do want to put this on camera. There was many times that I could have done, you know, some sort of screen printing or some sort of things or something, but it goes on message with who I am and what I am. It's not about the money, it's about the brand. You know what I mean? Like now, through Nonbeta is a representation of who I feel comfortable with my brand, which is you, man. So the fact that we're able to build together, I'm born and raised in Escondido, California, and over there, for some reason, we don't want to dream, even though we're allowed to. For some reason, in Escondido, and even lately, I don't know what the hell is going on. By the way, kids, gangs are outdated. Gangs are a thing of the past. Help your mom out. You know, you want to be a gangster, move your mom out the hood. What's up? I just want to make sure that when I'm done, the positivity is spread around, but most importantly, that they also can do it. And that's the whole reason I'm here, man.
Well, we're hyped to have you. We're looking forward to the fight. Also, having said that, by the time you guys are watching this, the merch is available. We'll have a link below for the El Gato Negro merch. We're happy to have you on the roster and excited to see you fight very soon.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you having me. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Okay, bro. Peace.